Because this is a long lesson, I will slice the film into two parts, right? This is the second part. Okay, let's start with this paragraph. In fact, there are some hidden facts in the process of producing milk. Much of the milk available in stores may be far from healthy. All right, later on you will learn what far from means. All right, it means not at all. Okay. Uh, the first point: milk cows are given growth hormones to increase their milk production and antibiotics to decrease infections. All right, remember the parallel structure. Okay, and okay, long time ago, I told you, how to write the parallel structures. Okay, and then uh, this contaminates the milk and can make it unhealthy for human consumption. All right, this means the fat. Okay, point A. All right, so this is the pronoun here. All right, and the next one is pasteurization, which is the process of heating milk to destroy Pitera, may also result in reducing the amount of nutrients in the cow's milk that we drink. Okay, this sentence is quite long. All right, but if you don't know what pasteurization means, then just keep going to finish this part. All right, the double line underlined parts, which is the process of heating milk to destroy Pitera. May also learn this phrase result in or means to cause some kind of result. All right, reducing the amount of nutrients in the cow's milk. Okay, that we drink. All right, this is relative close. All right, so we know in this process, pasteurization, we kill the Pitera as well as reduce, which means eliminates the nutrition we need for our body. Okay. Hello, everyone. We are coming to the end of the semester as well as the end of the course. This semester, I understand that plants or animals need in order to live or grow. All right. Okay. So these are words I hope you can learn in this paragraph. Right. And then the next paragraph, the main idea is some environmental costs should be reviewed and put into consideration. The same, the opposite side of the opinions of the opposite side of the supporters of milk. All right, and then as for the cows, all right, if we want to raise cows, it requires an enormous amount of energy to feed them. All right, and then the cows produce lots of waste and also emit methane. All right, later on you will know what methane is. All right, and then in terms of global warming, all right, methane is 23 times more powerful than CO2. That means carbon dioxide. Okay, and one of the most dangerous greenhouse gases. Okay, which means air pollution made by the cars, the vehicles, is not the main factor to boost the global warming. That is methane, right? Okay, so uh, if you understand this fact, then you will know why America, the United States, will withdraw from the Paris Agreement. Okay, and then the next one, these gases are a major contributor to global warming as they trap heat and raise the Earth's temperature. Right? Okay, trap here means uh, cover to cover heat. Right? And then number four, with around 200 to 50 million dairy cows worldwide, opponents to cow's milk point out that if we were to stop drinking cow's milk, we would be able to gradually improve the environment. All right. So that's the conclusion of the opponents to cow's milk. All right. I hope you can learn the phrase point out. All right. Point outs and that again is a noun clause and it is a conjunction as the object of this phrasal verb. All right, and then in this clause, there are clauses too. All right, if we were to, you see, if we were to, it's a kind of assumption situation. All right, so that is not happening right now. All right, it is assumed situation. All right, if you were to stop drinking cow's milk, we will be, all right, we'll use the past tense, all right, able to greatly, blah, blah, blah. All right, so you have to learn this kind of uh, grammar, I think, all right, subjunctive grammar, all right. And then the last point, okay, is about the words you have to learn. The first one is amorous, all right, means very big. Okay, if we use big, all right, it seems that we cannot outstand the problem, so we can use the word enormous, all right, the long words, which means the very serious problem. Okay, and then methane, all right, is a gas with no small color, often used as a fuel. All right, methane in Chinese, 甲烷. All right, so let's come into the end. All right. It is said that the energy used and produced balances each other out and it does not have negative effects on the environment. Okay, all right. So that is a neutral idea appears here. All right, carbon neutral. All right, if a person, organization, event, etc., is carbon neutral, it does things such as planting trees to reduce carbon dioxide by the same amount as it produces it. Okay, so the energy used to raise cows and produces, that means the methane, all right, which is produced by the cow. All right, maybe can balance the pollution. All right, all right. So in this way, all right, there will be no negative effects on the environment. All right, so well, I think you are confused right now. Which way you should take, or which side you should take? Well, everybody has strong points to support their idea. All right, so this kind of situation will becomes we call the argument, right? Okay, and then we have to sit down to explain our ideas thoroughly, then make come to a conclusion and then make some compromises, right? Okay, so that's the mark of so-called carbon neutral, all right? And then the next paragraph. Opponents review the terrible conditions of cows, all right? How terrible it is. Let's see. All right, drinking cow's milk also have ethical implications. All right, later on I will tell you what implication means here. All right, the first one is like humans, cows produce milk to nourish their young, but calves on dairy farms are taken away from their mothers when they are just 1 day old. All right, imagine if you were the cow. Okay, cow. A cow is an animal. All right, they have. Uh, she has feelings. All right, she knows sufferings. Okay, all right, and then normally a cow would only take enough milk to nourish its young, But dairy cows are fed on natural, high-protein diets and continually impregnated so that they can produce massive amounts of milk. All right, is inhumane. Okay, and then in addition, they often live in the dirty and crowded conditions that lead to stress, disease, and early death. All right, so that's what human does to cows. All right, so I think some people who care about the rights of animals, well, disagree the production of milk, right, according to these facts, right? Okay, and nevertheless, advocates of cow's milk say that since most of us eat meat, it is hypocritical to complain about the well-being of animals. All right, so if you don't drink milk, then stop eating meat. Then it's fair, right? Okay, so let's learn the words. All right, implication, which means an occasion when you seem to suggest something without saying it directly. And then impregnate, which means to make pregnant, get with child or young. All right, and then the next one, nevertheless, all right, is an adverb. All right, despite what has been just been settled down. All right, and then the next word is advocate, is a verb. To publicly support or suggest an idea, development, or way of doing something. All right. And then the next one, hypocritical, means saying that you have particular moral beliefs, but behaving in a way that shows these are not sincere. All right. So, which means you are hypocrites. Okay. All right, and then the next one is well-being, the state of feeling healthy and happy. Okay, then the alternatives of cow's milk come with their own advantages and disadvantages. All right, so stop drinking milk. We can have other choices to replace milk and also give us the same nutrition. All right, so these are soy, almonds, and rice milk. Okay, but let's see the advantages and disadvantages. As they come from plants, they are more eco-friendly as they absorb carbon and do not produce greenhouse gases. All right, plants, as we know, are quite good for the environment. And nevertheless, they can also use up land, which can cause deforestation. Okay, there are two sides again of the coins. All right, the first one is we can reduce the greenhouse effect, but the second one is we also cause the disappearance of the forest. Okay, all right, and then soy milk and the rice milk are both packed with protein and fiber, but their sugar content can be high. Okay, so if you drink so much soy milk and the rice milk, maybe you will have the um, diabetes, right? Okay, so the next one is almond milk is loaded with vitamins, but almonds can be an expensive and a difficult crop to grow. All right, yeah, we know almonds. I mean, those nuts are more expensive than the no more crops, right? Okay, so the words, all right, nevertheless, is very similar to the word nonetheless, all right? And then deforestation, all right, it means the cutting down of trees in a large area or the destruction of forests by people. Okay, so in this word, you can see forest here, and the D is a profess, means to cut, right? Okay, and the detection is a noun surface. Okay, so deforestation, which means to eliminate forests, right? Okay, and turn it into the noun. All right. So almost the end. Okay. After understanding the pros and the cons, you can have your own choice. In the end, both sides have strong arguments for and against the drinking of cow's milk. Which side do you take? Okay, it's up to you. But we have to have the thorough information before you make the decision, right? Okay, see you.